Alrighty then, it's another week. It's another Wednesday. So that means one thing for another couple weeks, I guess. Proving Grounds is back. We're on the air, we're talking, we're in the booth. As usual, JVH is around somewhere, willing to chip in at a moment for a little bit of a commentary. And we're going to kick things off with a good match. Right away, we're gonna go for something great. We're gonna go for one of my BWI brothers punishing El Gavalucha for eating all my turnbuckles, and they're gonna have a little match here. That's what we're gonna start with. We're gonna start with a great match.
I'm very excited for this match tonight, Rob, but don't forget we have a huge night ahead of us. Of course, our women's #1 contenders match for next week at the Proving Grounds Christmas special, as well as William Styles versus Dwayne Sharp for the Rising Stars Championship in our main event tonight. But yes, El Gavalucha seems to be a hungry boy by eating those turnbuckles. Is that the only problem you have with the guy, though?
Well, mainly, that's about it. Other than that, he's a nice guy, but I've said to him, if you keep doing that, I'm going to have to punish you in one form or another.
You in your place.
And that's what Perkin is here to do. He is here to teach El Gavalucha you can't eat your boss's turnbuckles, and hopefully that will solve things, and things will finally go back to normal.
So is Perkin going to be the contender to possibly end El Gavalucha's streak here on the Proving Grounds? Of course, one of the newest competitors here in ShockWrestling's Proving Grounds. El Gavalucha was able to tear through a ton of roster members here, including Goliath, King Crom, and his round table. Just last week, a Falls Count Anywhere match led to El Gavalucha winning against Goliath King Crom. So now he's taking on the Perkin, the veteran, the Bean himself.
I'm
excited for this.
I'm sure many people saw the result of last week's match as a bit of an upset. So I think that maybe we could see something surprising today. Do I think Perkin's going to lose? No. But do I think he could be taken to the limit? I think so, yes.
El Gavalucha has arrived with his manager, Thrawn. Now, I am probably totally wrong, Rob. Did Thrawn and Perkin ever meet in the ring before in the past?
They did. I can't remember the exact context. They have had matches. I seem to remember that image in my head. I can't remember the context.
That's what I'm saying. It popped in my head.
In fact, now that I look at my records and the old archives, I see that one year Perkin, for a special birthday surprise, tagged with Thrawn in a match. So they've been friends and they've been enemies, it seems.
There is some history here, of course. Don't forget, folks, the ShockWrestling universe is about to enter year 3, but this universe had a bit of an expanded universe back in the past before Shockwave Studios bought them out, just like a other thing named SW. But yes, we have seen these characters for years now, Rob.
Exactly.
Like almost 8+ years
it's
we've
crazy.
seen this stuff going on.
Deep lore that due to a certain social media site deciding to cull all of their old gaming videos has been lost to time, unfortunately. But we're back.
Unfortunately.
We're making strides. We're making good content. Shit is going good. That was
I thought that was the end.
Nah.
That was dangerous for the Perkin against El Gavalucha tonight.
It's just mind games. Perkin was intentionally leaving that to a late kick out just to get into El Gavalucha's head, make him overconfident. Perkin is a master strategist. We all know this.
Yes, Perkin is massive, as we have debated throughout the past year. Has Perkin gone over and drank the water at VGIW? Because he's looking like some of those superstars throughout this past year of ShockWrestling. But that strength of Perkin is what he needs to throw around the giant Gavalucha here in tonight's match. Oh!
Here we go.
Whoa!
Some fancy moves from my friend Perkin there.
Yeah, that's a lot of weight you gotta move around. That's a lot of athleticism you gotta have. He's got that build like he is a gymnast almost, you know? Short and stocky.
Oh, Thrawn tried to sweep the legs of Perkin there, but failed.
Yes, of course, last week Perkin was doing a bit of that on the Proving Grounds. Oh, nice kick there to take El Gavalucha down, then a knee to the gut.
It's old school, traditional British fighting style from Perkin here. Could very easily get him the win, I imagine.
Speaking of old school, you know what I've enjoyed this season as Perkin goes for a pin. 1, 2, no, a kick out by El Galvalucha. I've enjoyed your booking throughout this season, Rob, as you've done something a little bit classic with some of the title matches here in Proving Grounds, ending up doing a 2 out of 3 falls match, which is what it used to be way back in the day in wrestling for title changes or title matches. Perkin, more hits there onto El Galvalucha. Knee to the gut there.
We're going to see something big here, I believe.
Do you think El Galvalucha is ready to go after championships here in Shock Wrestling? Rising Stars, Proving Grounds?
As I've said before, under another name in the old promotion, he was a former tag team champion and a former hardcore champion. So to see him get back into that division again, be it singles or tag, I believe he could do very well. I don't know if he feels ready enough for that though. He did spend a long time away from the ring, and I think he's surprised more than anyone that he's been able to get so many wins since returning to the squared circle.
You know what you should do?
What?
I think if El Galvalucha wins, he should have a chance to go after the Codebreaker, the current Proving Grounds champion.
You know what? That's fair. I think we should allow that because, of course, Codebreaker is in the BWI, and I think that in the unlikely case that El Galvalucha wins, he should contend. I will make this now a number 1 contenders match for a future title shot.
Interesting.
And yes, Perkin would be allowed that as well.
Of course.
If he wants to, of course.
You know, the Brotherhood's not falling apart, right?
Well, we don't mind having matches among ourselves. That's fine. That's something that happens in wrestling as well, on a wider scheme. We're brotherly enough and friends enough to know that we can have matches with one another and for relationships to not collapse. It's only when you're selfish and egotistical and a traitor like Hugh does that cause fracas and fractures.
Traitor like Hugh. What? JVH is lame again. El Galvalucha picking up Perkin now here tonight. There you go. Oh, my apologies, Rob, but I'm getting word that Codebreaker is hosting an open challenge tonight anyway.
Okay. All right. Wow.
So, Proving Grounds title, good luck.
It looks like this is going to be number 1 contender for whoever wins that match then tonight. We're setting up the future here on Proving Grounds. Setting up the future.
Speaking of the future, look at the beam flying from the top rope with the knees landing on El Galvalucha into a cover. This could be it. No! Galvalucha kicks out.
I really thought that was it. That move has put lots of people away before. So I was surprised it wasn't the win there. As Perkins celebrates as he should.
Unbelievable. Uh-oh. El Galvalucha stalking his prey on the outside of the ring.
Leave him alone.
Making him back off.
He's still suffering from that nail wound. Leave him be.
That's why he's wearing the hood. Nice roundhouse kick by El Galvalucha. Multiple elbows to the head of Perkin, then going for the submission.
No.
He taps. He got him.
See, that wasn't out of fear. That was Perkin being strategic and thinking that I've got to protect the future of my career there, and that's why he tapped out so quickly. He knew that. Don't do it, Galva. Here we go.
The turnbuckle eater strikes again.
Ignoring
El Galvalucha.
As I was saying, that was Perkin realizing that was a serious submission that could have had disastrous effects on his future career. So he took the fall there.
Read this, Rob.
Anyway, now that that's over with, I am going to make a nice little announcement. You see, the Shock Tag Team Championships, I think, also need number 1 contenders, and they're going to need them at Countdown. So I have motioned to the higher office that we should have a number 1 contenders tag team match on Proving Grounds itself. We're going to have that next week, and they're going to go to Countdown after they win that match, whoever this tag team is, and they will contend for the Shock Tag Team Championships.
How exciting. You heard it here first, folks, by General Manager Rob. Tag team action next week on Proving Grounds Christmas. But tonight, it's time for the lucky team to take on Top Warfare. Now these are, come on. These are one hell of a tag team here in Shock Wrestling as well. Lucky Team has made themselves known with JT and the Lucky King teaming up throughout this past season of the Proving Grounds. JT, some wins here. Of course, a great win against Chad Hardy in last week's episode. What do you think of these guys, Rob?
Well, I've said before, I like these guys. I think these guys can go far in their career. I think they've got a lot of potential. I would not be surprised if these two end up being those number one contenders to the Shockwave Tag Team Championships. I think as a tag team, they've got a lot going for them here.
And of course, they are taking on Top Warfare, the team of Top Op Happy and the Grim Reaper. We've seen them, actually, we saw Top Op Happy start the first big rivalry back in the Proving Grounds tournament.
He was not happy at being eliminated, and
him and Lucky King
rather violently protested that elimination.
So the rivalry continues here tonight as the Lucky Team is ready to go up against Top Warfare. Like you said, both of these competitors, both of these teams might be the next step. That's what the point of the Proving Grounds is.
Exactly.
These might be the future tag team or even world tag team champions on Shock Wrestling.
Proving Grounds is all about, as I've said, finding the future talent, finding that next generation, and it could be any of these men in the ring tonight.
Now, Top Warfare has got that dog in them. They've trained from mysterious places. I have no idea where these competitors came from and stemmed from. Meanwhile, you have Lucky King, who trained at the barn. JT, of course, was around a lot during Triple F's previous seasons. Dead show. But now, Top Warfare, they have impressed quite a bit here in this season of the Proving Grounds. They may be the team to beat Lucky Team tonight.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Of course, if they have that shot in next week's big tag team match for the winners at count to be able to face for the Shock Tag Team titles at Countdown, it could be Top Warfare. Let's see the Grim Reaper going after JT to kick off this match. Nice kick to the head there of JT by the Grim Reaper. Quick clothesline. Top Op Happy awaiting his turn already. That is a competitor who is ready to go here in the Shock Wrestling universe. Tagged in. Let's see some action here. Throwing JT. Top Op Happy now in the ring. Oh! Right onto the neck. Straight into a kick there. Intensity has risen here on tonight's episode of Proving Grounds, the second to last episode this year of Proving Grounds. Of course, right before our huge final live event of the year, Shock Wrestling's Countdown event.
There's always a huge show and always one that you should watch. You hear that, audience at home? Watch Countdown. It'll be good.
I'm so excited for it. We've done a lot this year across Shock Wrestling. Thank you to all our viewers who have tuned into all of our shows across the Shock Wrestling universe and Shockwave Sports. JT throwing Top Op Happy in. And of course, the best thing about here in Shock Wrestling and about your show Proving Grounds is introducing all of these new competitors. Some people who have watched the Shock Wrestling universe for the past 2 years have joined us recently. Just like William Styles, who is in our main event against Dwayne Sharp for the Rising Stars Championship tonight. Lucky King tagged in now, though, taken down immediately by Top Op Happy. Stomps there to the back of the Lucky King. Lucky King trained at the barn, but JT has some of that experience from the extremeness of Triple F that those two have practiced together in preparation to be in your, you know, as we call it, British rules proving grounds.
And I think with JT, Lucky King has found himself an even better mentor than Raven, and what the barn could provide for him. And he's become a much more well-rounded competitor who has a lot more future prospects of being an in-ring great, I believe.
The Lucky King taking down Grim Reaper now as Top Up Pappy takes a quick shot at him. You're embarrassing yourself. Did you hear that, Rob?
An audience member did say that. They're shouting that. I don't know who they're shouting at. I don't think anyone in this ring is being embarrassing. I think we're seeing a top quality match here.
Yeah, this is a great match. I don't know what
why
problem
some
is here.
American in this British-based show was just trying to bully my talent, but I don't stand for it.
I know. I feel that.
Rather
Look at the USA signs. They're getting on to you, Rob.
What's there so many of them?
The Lucky King is trapped in the corner. Oh my God! Kick to the face by the Grim Reaper. Nice tag
I've never
team
seen
action.
this before.
They're not done.
What the
hell?
Oh, that was brutal.
What a sequence there by Top Warfare, taking down the Lucky King. Not looking too lucky tonight. Rolling away from the Grim Reaper. Only to be taken back down with another kick to the head of the Lucky King. The Lion has not come out here tonight for the Lucky team.
No, maybe just waiting for that moment. If Lucky King can take enough damage here and soak up enough punishment, wearing out their opponents, then JT could very easily get a very, very quick win just by using one or two big moves.
Grim Reaper picking him back up again, sending him straight into the corner. What has he got here? Oh, just throwing the Lion away. Another knee to the face, going back in for the tag for Top Up Pappy.
JT is finally in this match.
Clothesline, taking down Top Up Pappy. JT coming in hot for revenge for his tag team partner. Lucky King finally trying to regain himself there in the corner. There you go, JT slamming the head down onto the mat. Stomp to the face. Another one. He is not done. JT is bringing the fire here tonight on Proving Grounds.
I mean, JT has one of the most impressive win-loss ratings in ratings records in the entirety of Proving Grounds. So I think he treats every match like a title match in that he can defend his pretty impressive record. And I think he gets very, very insulted when he loses matches because he likes to have that nice little, you know, evidence that he's one of the better Proving Grounds competitors.
Top Up Pappy sending Lucky King away after Lucky King was getting some cheap shots on him.
Whoa!
Oh! Diving to the outside and landing right onto the chest of Lucky King.
Trying to take Lucky King out of the match.
Continually
but
taking down Grim Reaper on the outside.
There he is.
Oh!
Still fighting back.
The count continues on here in Proving Grounds tonight as JT re-enters the ring. Lucky King and Top Up Pappy still going at it. Lucky with a miss though. Top Up Pappy fist to the face of JT. JT looked like he was setting up, but Top Up ruined it, sending him straight down to hell. Tagging in the Grim Reaper. Let's see.
There we go.
JT recovering there.
Feigning being distracted there to be able to get in a move pretty quickly onto his opponent. Was a little effective, but not enough because he is taking the damage now.
The Reaper continues with those kicks. He is ready to put JT away as JT rolls away. Reaper's not done, and you know how the Grim Reaper works, Rob.
He keeps going and going, and he will get you in the end.
I am inevitable. I guess that was Thanos.
Do you think of the Grim Reaper? I just think of the Grim from Billy and Mandy.
I figured you were going to bring that up.
I love
Reaper
that.
taking down Lucky King.
Hey, Warner Brothers stroke Cartoon Network UK. Why the hell is that film out of print over here? Bring out a copy, goddammit, as well as the K&D film. I want to watch those. Let me watch them.
Grim Reaper super punch to
Anyway,
take
back into
down
the match.
JT.
1, 2, 3. Oh, masterfully done.
Whoa!
Just kind of sneaked that in a surprising fashion.
You inspired them.
And got
You
him.
inspired them by bringing up Grim and Mandy.
Exactly. JT kind of like was forced to bring his own momentum into that actual super punch, and he got, hit square on the face, and that must have knocked him out or something. He went down quickly after that.
Yes, the Grim Reaper strikes again, making his next victim, JT, here tonight. Don't forget a huge Proving Grounds multiple tag team match next week for a chance to go after the Shock Tag Team titles at Countdown. But tonight, U80 Kaiva versus Chewy.
Now, for Chewy, this is going to be a little warm-up, you see. I don't like what Germ's been doing on my show. And Germ booked a match somehow that I disapproved of. I wanted a traditional one-on-one match last week, but somehow that became a 2-on-1 handicap match, and I'm not going to stand for it. I do not let people push me around on my show. I ain't like the main roster GMs, okay? That's going to be punished. I'm going to get Germ in a match next week. And Chewy has volunteered to be his opponent, okay? Germ is trying to avoid me backstage, but guess what? I talked to Ace, and the match is official.
Well, you heard it here first, folks. Germ Stars, I hope you're ready. That's just like sending Dave Meltzer into a battle. This is dangerous for Germ, but the Kaiva family has brought on U80 Kaiva, and U80 was impressive last week when he showed
Of course.
up.
He shouldn't have been there. That was...
I agree. Oh, no. Oh! Germ's family.
Right, okay. So he's sort of taken over here. This is interesting.
Now, I used to call this guy our #1 reporter here in Shock Wrestling, and this is kind of your fault, Rob. You allowing him to get himself involved.
What are we talking about?
Effort.
What are we talking about here? Me allowing him to get involved? No. He pushed his way in. And has forced his way into a position of power because he's got these Kaiva minions running around for him. I don't approve of what he's been doing. I think it's rather unprofessional. I at one point was a journalist in the old promotion, and I acted with integrity, and I dropped it all. Those sort of overlapping biases. The moment I became an e-main competitor, I was still reporting on occasion, but I made sure to be unbiased. My dedication to the Ace Garage did not overpower my dedication to the rest of the brand. Okay, and that was that.
Meanwhile, you have Germ now, who I praised throughout the year as being our #1 guy for journalistic integrity here about the Shock Wrestling universe. The complete 180, and Rob, we gotta point out, just in time for the year-end awards. Of course, we have the Shock Wrestling Awards coming up, but Germ Stars has his own version of awards, There's we of course have the Mysterious Council from Shock Wrestling figuring out their awards for the year-end. Germ probably is knocking off Davo from that, Rookie of the Year and Codebreaker from Rookie of the Year awards now because of what you've caused with him.
Well, I think those my boys have got a very, very strong argument for being the #1 contender of the year. And there's no way around it.
I don't know. I think you've ruined it by causing the Kaiva family hurt. I know they started it by attacking Davo first, but you've lost control over them completely, and it's shown, especially since Germ Star's involvement. Tonight, though, taking on Chewy again. Is Chewy really the best effort you can put forth here in Shock Wrestling? We saw what happened last week.
Chewie is a very good competitor, and I do not stand for this slander against his abilities. He's very, very good. He wants payback against Germ, and I thought, you know what? You deserve it. Go ahead, get your revenge.
Rob, I'm only going to allow this once, this whole entrance fry them. I'm cutting Germstars off next week.
Bro, please do.
Yeah. Once again, no control here. What happened to Jim Pickens and what happened to frickin' the Aussie guy?
Rick, I don't know. They've been ousted. Maybe Germ has paid them off.
Nobody's running this show anymore.
I mean, maybe this was Pim Jickens' fault. I knew the moment Andre made his own
clone,
his own Pickens, that things were going to start getting bad and chaotic. And lo and behold, that's exactly what's happened.
Chewie is here though, ready to go. Give him Pyro. Guy hasn't been able to beat the Kaiva family.
No. He's a good.
None of the BWI's been able to beat the Kaiva family.
That's a lie. We have won one or two matches against them. I'm sure if any of them came at the King, aka me, they would miss. And of course, I'm not the king of the BWI.
Oh my God,
I just
cannon fire!
I just meant that as, it's a cool thing to say. I don't consider myself the king of the BWI. We're all equal. I know that there's going to be somebody in the comments, Raven probably, saying I consider myself a king. No, that part of me is done. I am no longer considering myself royalty. I am now just a strong, happy member of the BWI, willing to support my brothers.
Here we go. U80 versus Chewie here tonight. Chewie was not expecting this guy last week, but now he's had a little bit of time to prepare. Oh, taking him down right away, sending him to the outside. Germstars looking on. A little bit of threatening words there by Germstars at Chewie.
It's not allowed to Germ to get to this point, but somehow he's done it, and it's infuriating.
More hits there by U80 on to Chewie on the outside. Uh-oh. He's got him caught in this submission here. U80 trying to break away though. Chewie.
Germ getting in the way.
I wasn't able to tell. Here we go. Now, of course, Chewie, he's been around for quite a bit here throughout the past in ShockWrestling and Expanded Universe. But taking him down. U80 is a brand new competitor here in ShockWrestling, the newest member of the Kaiva family. Oh my God, and he is quite scary. He is ready to bring the pain here tonight against Chewie. Another hit to the gut there. U80 picking him up.
But Chewie's no slouch. This guy knows what he's doing here. He was one of my picks to win the Proving Grounds tournament. I thought if it wasn't going to be one of the BWI guys, I really did think it was going to be him. I think he's going to be a very, very strong pick for his eventual call up to the main roster, and I think he's going to do very, very well for himself.
Oh, look at Chewie, though, showing off a bit. What if Chewie's unable to beat U80 here tonight, though? What's that going to look like going into Christmas for Germstars versus Chewie?
That's not going to do his confidence any good, I can tell you that. That's going to really shake him up a bit, but I don't think it'll be too detrimental to his attitude. I mean, Chewie is a strong guy in the ring, both mentally and physically, and I think he'll just take it as a learning curve. He would have learned something there that maybe he doesn't previously known about this Germ group, and I'll use that next week.
Going for that submission again here. U80. No, Chewie able to get out of it. Look at Kong, though. Kong he's being like you.
Hey.
Removing turnbuckles.
Well,
U80 with the upper hand here.
It's a proven
Chewie.
tactic to help your friends win a match, but it might not be enough to help U80 here.
Claw to the head of U80. Chewie continually following him to the outside of the ring. Is he ready to put him away tonight? Prove the Kaiba family wrong. 2. The count has started on the outside of the ring. Chewy telling him to get up. Oh, the disrespect.
As we're about to reach 7 of the count. No, not quite enough.
Back in the ring, both competitors ready to go here.
Here we go, another big move from the Chuster. Powerbomb, square in the middle of the ring, deciding not to go for the cover. That's interesting there. Going for more of these kicks.
Telling him to get up. Chewy wants more. He wants revenge from last week.
And I don't blame him.
He's saying, you surprised me last week. Came out of nowhere. U80 not having it though. The
kick to the back.
Kaiba family is strong. Oh, Chewy though with the recovery
here we
now.
Go. Something big
Let's
here.
see what he's got.
There we go. No way.
Right to the neck. Germstars arguing with the ref. 1,
hey.
2.
I think that was 3. I think that might have even been 4. That was pretty decisive there. I think that was should have been the finish of the match.
Fight forever, Chansey Rupp. They might if Germstars keeps distracting Lady Ref. Quit trying to flirt with the ref, Germ.
Here we go. They're going to start trading blows.
Big hit there by Chewy. U80 stopping it though with more recovery punches. Once again, a veteran versus a rookie. What do we see here in the second to last episode of Proving Grounds? Does the Kaiba family still stand strong?
I think they're gonna be knocked down a peg or two. Maybe not.
Crushing
maybe this
the face of Chewy.
1,
2, 3.
No, okay. Now Chewy's gonna be angry. That was not a clean victory there. That was pretty obviously a win for Chewy if that count had been counted. And I think he's gonna be very, very angry against Germ next week. And I think Germ is walking into a world of pain and doesn't realize it.
This is dangerous times for Germstars. Rob, this kind of reminds me of year 1 of ShockWrestling when I used to say, I respect Rob. And it all changed.
What do you mean by that?
That's how I feel about Germ.
What do you mean by that? Anyway,
Codebreaker is hosting an open challenge tonight.
Just seen Codebreaker. Yeah, alright, good luck, buddy. Yeah, he's just giving me the thumbs up. He's definitely going ahead with that. I believe he might even be making his way down to the ring in just a moment. In which case, we will have his open challenge. And I hope that,
riding the wave from that boxing match. Rob, have you seen the reviews?
That was a great match.
People were saying it was better than a certain other boxing match that was talked about a lot recently.
Well, I heard that Maeve Deltzer gave it a pretty good review as well. So, good stuff there. I think this ring attire definitely suits Codebreaker, so why not wear it a little more time? It's not because we're taping episodes in a short amount of time or anything. It's because he likes that attire. You know, that's the real reason.
What's he doing thinking he's the Italian stallion over here?
Yeah, you leave Stallone out of this. That man's got talent. That man knows how to write a damn movie.
I'm the game maker. Codebreaker.
And who has accepted?
Ready to take on
somebody.
Let's see who it could be tonight. Oh,
okay.
My God.
Big Biscuit. There we go.
Jeez,
squaring up,
Louise.
ready to go. Wearing a big biscuit.
Look at the biscuit.
Those are some dead eyes. That biscuit has seen some shit.
Okay, normally I don't do this, but nice job, Ace. Probably put a lot of time into that.
It's a great design. Again, I actually kind of love the dead eyes. It's intimidating.
Accepting the open challenge in Codebreaker's match tonight, it seems. Well, this is putting you in. Oh, wait a minute.
Wait, what? And Code wanted a one-on-one number one contenders match here. Why? Ah, Greg, you're letting me down again. Oh, wait a second. This isn't bad. No, I changed my mind. This is great. This is great. Gaz is making a swim down to the ring. Let's go. He's back. He's in the ring. He's ready to go. We might see a swerve here tonight with Gaz finally getting maybe even the first win of his career here. And imagine if it's for the Proving Grounds Championship. That is crazy. I'm sure
out of Gazalopoly.
I'm sure that Code has no ill will about a BWI affiliate, not member, affiliate Gaz accepting an open challenge here. I'm sure he's like, that's a friend of mine. I'm happy to defend the title against him. We could see right now on the screen the new Proving Grounds champion, and that's wild to think.
Wow.
Especially this is the guy who's been honing his skills. He's been honing his skills, making sure he's at a better level of ability, and I don't think he's going to go down as quickly as he's done before in matches in this company.
All right, Codebreaker. I hope he's ready to go in tonight's match. Triple threat action now. Let's see who he's got going after first. The great Gaz.
Immediately putting a big move on Gaz there, and dodging Big Biscuit's dropkick.
All right, Breaker. And of course, this might be one of Big Biscuit's only chance. Oh!
Sending
him down straight to the cover!
No way! Ooh, that was close, and you can tell Big Biscuit thought that was the win there. That he is upset and annoyed as Gaz leaves the ring.
Like I said, this might be one of the last opportunities for Biscuit. You know, he's an older man.
He might be old, but he can still go. He's still got a lot of juice in the tank.
Beating him up with a BWI affiliated baseball bat, I see.
And Biscuit has 4 years left on his contract, so he can't just leave like this.
What if he gets hurt?
Well, that's different, but... Oh, onto the baseball bat!
I said that really evil.
And he said it well, timing. I was by the Codebreaker. 1, 2... Ooh, kick out.
There we go.
Oh, Gaz going for some sort of running kick there.
Gaz is slightly impressing me straight into a cover. Never mind.
1, 2. Oh, no! Wow, okay, this really is a new Gaz. I thought he was
going to end it there.
Usually he doesn't kick out of anything. That was impressive. I'm very, very happy for him. Gasha Thorpashlorp would be cheering back home, I'm sure. That's his third cousin, Gasha Thorpashlorp, I believe. As Codebreaker's getting put into another powerbomb from Big Biscuit, landing directly onto the neck.
Let's see here. Big Biscuit from the top.
Making sure to keep Gaz down so that he can go for a pin, maybe.
No, unable to do it. Big Biscuit
throwing him into the ring post.
Throwing him straight into the barricade.
The barricade. Very different to a ring post. I don't know why he said that, as Gaz throws Codebreaker straight back into the ring.
Here we go. Gaz. No! Big Biscuit missing, and Gaz landing the chair shot.
Damn, Gaz came here to...
finally back in it.
Gaz came here to work.
Codebreaker is getting sick of these two competitors. He's like, I didn't deserve this as my open challenge. Look at him. Who's he think he is? Gunther?
The ring general himself.
Throwing Big Biscuit straight back into the barricade. Gaz throwing Codebreaker into the ring, though. Big Biscuit going for a cover. Interesting tactic. Gaz stopping him.
That was all part of Gaz's plan, I think. Okay, Gaz really showing up tonight.
I don't know where this came from, Rob. Training on Elseworlds. Gaz, taken down again by Codebreaker. Nice recovery by the BWI member.
3. Oh, there we go. Getting the pin on Gaz. He put up much more of a fight than I think people were ever going to expect him tonight, and he should be proud of himself. As should Big Biscuit. He got very, very close, but not quite there. But I think we're looking at just a number of days before that first big win for Big Biscuit. But I'm happy. My friend and my brother, Codebreaker's retained. Oh, wait a second. Thrawn, what are you doing here?
Making his way down.
Is he going to try and poach Codebreaker for the BWI? That would piss me off.
Of course, we know what Thrawn has done with the Real Machines, and of course, El Galvalucha. Thrawn making his way down. Codebreaker ready to go up against him? What's happening?
Wait a second.
Oh! Look!
El Galvalucha's popped the
There's
barricade with
Galvalucha with a chair!
Come on, buddy.
Codebreaker doesn't see him!
No!
Oh! Chair shot to the head by Galvalucha! Well, folks, you heard it earlier. Galvalucha earned it. Next week on the Proving Grounds, Galvalucha versus the Codebreaker for the Proving Grounds Championship.
So just get out of there, buddy. Don't let him damage your body even further. No!
Thrawn taking him down on the outside.
All right, security, get down there now. Hey, henchman, what are you doing? This is why I hired you. Get down there and save Codebreaker. What do you mean it's your tea break? I don't care. Get down there and help him.
Security is scattering here on the Proving Grounds as El Galvalucha with another roundhouse kick onto the Codebreaker. And then that signature elbows to the head straight into a submission. What's he doing? It's not even a match.
A proud man.
Is he trying to make him pass out? Oh my goodness. Codebreaker tied up here. Galvalucha just brutalizing him. Where is a henchman? Where's Pim Chickens? Where are your people?
Where are my people?
Uh-oh. Setting up for something big. Galvalucha. Coup de grace. All the weight of Galvalucha onto the #1 boxer here in ShockWrestling.
That's got to cave in his chest and do some sort of damage to his lungs there. That looked completely painful.
He might be struggling to breathe, folks. Oh my goodness, what a wild turn. El Galvalucha attacking Codebreaker, but of course, next week, Proving Grounds title on the line, Codebreaker versus El Galvalucha. As we move on to our #1 contenders match here tonight for the Women's Proving Grounds Championship, who will be taking on Bluebird at next week's episode of the Proving Grounds Christmas Special. Nikita Campo, one of the newer competitors here on Proving Ground, joining this match tonight. She has been impressive here.
It would be a very nice little Christmas present for me if Raven thinks that is whatever it is between him and Bluebird would lead to Bluebird winning the first ever Proving Grounds Women's Championship, and someone else takes it from them, stops that from winning. That would be a great little Christmas present for me, and I'd be very happy for that to happen.
I agree, Rob. That would be quite entertaining. But Bluebird has worked hard over the past few months here in the Proving Grounds. And, you know, we've seen Raven struggle. We've seen the Barnyard struggle. Not until everybody started, you know, kind of ditching the nest, you know. I'd say
that's when they succeed, exactly.
Success.
You cannot succeed being trained in a nest. In a barn. You can't succeed being trained in a literal barn. You need an actual, proper facility to train. And all these other groups and factions and teams and companies that they all leave to join, they all have that. But Raven, for some reason, despite his protest and saying it's not a barn, it is a barn, and it doesn't work.
Yeah. Well, I remember it was a rumor the whole first year of ShockWrestling that they trained in the barn until the leaks earlier this year of all the images of them training literally in a barn. It was confirmed, so what a change of events as Rosemary's Baby makes her way down tonight. #1 contender shot for the first ever Proving Grounds Women's Championship here on ShockWrestling. Rosemary's Baby never held the tag titles, never held a single title. Used to carry around the belt of Artemis, but never held it.
Well, sometimes you just gotta do that. I mean, I've only ever
Well, I
held my
was
own
trying
titles
to
I've
make
actually
her
won,
carry
but...
the belt around like how China used to with DX,
Yeah.
and the game doesn't let you do it like that.
No.
And I think that's pretty cool.
Unfortunate.
Rosemary's Baby immediately going for a punch, but Nikita, the strength, taking Rosemary's Baby down right in the center of the ring. Number 1 contender shot. Of course, Rosemary's Baby and Nikita were a part of the previous match for that chance to go after the Proving Grounds Women's Championship, and both of them came out of that match with a loss. Nikita, though, more hits onto Rosemary's Baby in tonight's Proving Grounds match. Uh-oh, Rosemary's Baby getting away.
Oh, it was right there.
Of course, Rosemary's Baby's whole point of view was that Killa and Danielle kind of neglected her, started throwing her out of Killa's profits over on Friday Night Strike, which eventually, of course, led to the big match between Danielle and Rosemary's Baby. Oh! Big stomp there by Rosemary's Baby. And then eventually Killa and Rosemary's Baby. Oh! Of course, over on Monday Night Raw, Ashley, the Women's World Champion, will be defending that at Countdown against former friend Killa herself. Just a week or two ago, we heard the promos between the two of them. Same night as Mooch's pipe bomb.
Well, I say a pipe bomb, I say truth bomb. He was dropping a lot of facts there. Nicholas it's a travesty that he is still the world champion, and that's just a fact. Howard.
Rosemary's Baby hopping up top.
Anyway, back to this match, which is very, very good, very back and forth, and very involving.
2.
No, that was never going to be it.
Of course, we've seen Rosemary's Baby and Bluebird face off before. If she's able to make it through, she could have a chance. She knows the weaknesses. Nikita, though, a nice rookie here at the beginning of this season of the Proving Grounds, has slowly tried proving herself. Rosemary's Baby, though, going for the pedigree.
Well, when you're
into a cover.
A bit of an unknown early into your career, it's okay to take a few losses here and there, as you've just seen. But that doesn't mean that you're out the count indefinitely. That's a very valuable learning lesson in the ring we've just had, and it will lead to future success, I'm sure.
Rosemary's Baby versus Bluebird next week on the Christmas edition of Proving Grounds. Our final episode of Proving Grounds in 2025, Rob.
Oh, Santa, please don't let Bluebird win.
Oh my goodness!
Wait a second.
Creepy message.
What?
Oh, well, I'm gonna have it be like Uncle Howdy style, Rob.
Oh, that's cool.
You know what I mean? It's glitchy and shit. All right, I'll bring us back in. A Miracle on 34th Street fight. Isaiah Draven, the leader of the camp counselor, ready to take on Danny Bourne next week as backstage Animus and Kanaka. What?
Number said he was just
what
here
are they doing backstage?
He said he was just here to pick up some Jaffa cakes from the Proving Grounds cafeteria. What's he doing with that guy?
Seems like Kanaka is trying to have a discussion with him as Animus seems to be trying to avoid him.
Maybe he is here just for his Jaffa cakes.
That's those Jaffa cakes. You guys, the new catering stuff you guys forced me to do, I swear.
Well, you know, I import all these British classics, and I expect to be respected for doing so. I'm a Brit. I must always have a Jaffa cake within a few yards.
Well, I don't think these two are arguing about a Jaffa cake. What could that mean? Animus and Kanaka talking backstage here in the Proving Grounds. And we've seen Kanaka, you know, kind of create the Fellowship, the newest faction here on the Proving Grounds. But speaking of which, the Fellowship coming out next. Alex Terrible is in a match tonight here on the Proving Grounds. Let's see who our first competitors are making their way down to the ring. I really wonder. Oh,
of course.
Chad Hardy is here.
All right, looking to get a win having lost a pretty big match recently. I'm sure he's
just
peeved.
last week against JT.
And wants some momentum back in his corners, and he begged me for another match. So I was like, make it so. I yelled at Wesley Crusher to book the match, and here we have it.
Nice. Unbelievable. Chad Hardy, the classic Chad Hardy, is here. I've enjoyed him over the previous few weeks of the Proving Grounds. I've enjoyed his presence. Like I said, JT versus Chad Hardy last week. I know we had a huge boxing match as our main event, but that out of nowhere was one of my match of the year contenders. That's for sure.
Oh, one of mine as well. That was absolutely incredible. As I said, I thought it was just going to be a nice little taste breaker match between two big matches. Instead, it was arguably the best match of the evening. They really went out into that ring to prove something, I think, and they did.
Now this fellowship. How do you feel about them? Do you think they're being a little intrusive at all onto, your whole BWI? Johnny Thunder!
I simply don't know.
Johnny Thunder is here! And he's wrestling!
I simply don't know enough about the fellowship yet to make up my mind. They haven't really done anything too sinister, ominous, or evil, but they've not done anything I would say is good or justifiable either. So they're an unknown quality at the moment, and I think within the next few weeks, or maybe in the inevitable next season of the Proving Grounds, is when we'll see what they're really like, and they'll show their true colours.
Well, to be fair, Dwayne Sharp is the Rising Stars champion.
Oh, of course.
That means, the fellowship. Dwayne Sharp, of course, a member of this fellowship. Nikita Campbell, as well, a member of this fellowship, was just trying to earn her spot, which she did not. I think we could be, and Rob, don't forget what I went through on the summer on strike. Like, a faction could just completely take over.
Oh, of course. But, wow, look at this.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Okay.
That's Animus, and that's the guy who keeps showing up with Animus on strike. Who we don't know his name. Huh.
Spooky.
Has the fellowship... This is my point, Rob. This is exactly what I was just yapping about. You thought I was mumbling over there. This is dangerous.
No,
the fellowship seemingly has brought in Animus and this new guy. I'm in shock. Of course, Alex Terrible competing in this match. Everybody keeps pointing at him for some reason. But I have no idea who this new guy is still, Rob. Matthew keeps questioning me, and I'm like, I don't know. Ask Animus. Should have been called the Homeowners Association.
I mean, I gotta say his mask looks like it smells.
It does look like
I would not want to be in there.
Yeah. It's probably got like the foam where the stank in it.
All the sweat.
Oh, new guy and Alex Terrible are in this match. All right. Here we go. Johnny Thunder and Chad Hardy immediately taking them on. Alex Terrible taking down Johnny Thunder, but a pile driver by Chad Hardy.
It's interesting how Kavako, is that his name, and Animus are just stood side by side. That's very interesting. Yes. What does that mean?
Animus possibly learning his place, former global champion, of course, in ShockWrestling. Maybe confused on what to do now. I'm shocked he hasn't ran back to a tag team with the Raven yet and manipulated Raven again. One.
It's a double pin.
Only a one. 1, 2, 3.
What? Oh, okay. I mean, that's embarrassing for the losers here today. Wow. Okay. That's the end of that match, then, I guess.
Dangerous, Rob. The fellowship is dangerous. I told you.
Was that a flash?
I warned you.
What happened there?
This is exactly what I said would happen. You're losing control of the show because of your focus on the Kaiva family.
No, I'm not losing control.
And now you have this fellowship that you're going to have a situation like I did this past year on strike during the summer.
I
with the
hear
prophecy.
what you're saying, but you're wrong, and we're going to continue.
Yes, it's time for our main event tonight. William Styles versus Dwayne Sharp. 2 out of 3 falls for the Rising Stars Championship. There he is. I've been praising William Styles since he entered this Shock Wrestling universe. Very impressive so far. Ready to take on Dwayne Sharp. Now, of course, this fellowship stuff that we just saw, Dwayne Sharp is a part of that. Could that mean anything going into this match for you, Rob?
Well, you know, when you've got friends, they tend to want to back you up. I mean, we've seen many a faction in wrestling enter singly into a match, and then their friends and the rest of the faction have come out mid-match towards the end of the match, and such to help with retention. I mean, we saw Roman Reigns himself do that quite often during his very long reign. We saw Adam Cole do the same on NXT, the Undisputed Era. I'm sure we're going to see the same happen maybe even tonight here. You never know. When you've got friends, it helps to have them.
I've got friends in low places. Sorry, Rob.
That's all right.
Very American.
I was going to say, I didn't
Styles Club. Will Dwayne Sharp be joining the Styles Club here tonight? William Styles. Very excited to see what he could bring to the table against the Rising Stars Championship. Which, by the way, Rob, why? This is your own fault. This Rising Stars Championship thing, you allow Papalu to bring it in.
Didn't allow,
again,
tolerated.
No control of your own show.
Tolerated him coming in, and to stop a civil war or invasion from him puttering around trying to take over my company, I made a business transaction that was beneficial to both parties, and he's left me alone for the most part now, which is good for running the proving grounds.
I guess. But of course, there is the Rising Stars champion himself, Dwayne Sharp. Another member of the Fellowship, which just a few moments ago crushed Chad Hardy and Johnny Thunder.
In ridiculously short time. That was nuts.
Dwayne Sharp, though, has been a rising star here on the Proving Ground. So while I do disagree with you bringing yet another belt into the Shock Wrestling universe, and not only that, but an old belt that's just as useless as the others, it seems to have some prestige now.
Well, if we're talking about prestigious titles, you got to talk about my European Championship, of course, which I found in the gutter and placed upon my belt and gave it value and prestige again. And I'm sure we're going to see the same happen here tonight with the Rising Stars Championship. With every single match, that the prestige grows a little further, becomes more important, becomes more illustrious and more sought after. And we're going to see that here tonight.
Of course, the opportunity you are giving to good old Hubie-Dooby-Doo of the BWI to take you on for that European.
Formerly of the BWI.
Want me to say of the, okay, that's what I thought.
He betrayed us all.
Right.
He made us all cry. He sent Perkins some rather nasty letters and made him emotional.
The fans? They are losing it for Dwayne Sharp. Holy shit.
Well, you know, he's a cool guy. He's a cool guy. But enough of my issues with my former friend and apprentice. Let's focus on this great match we're going to see here tonight.
Yes, William Styles taking on Dwayne Sharp. This is 2 out of 3 falls rules here. Oh,
okay. Bit of a stare down. Ooh, a bit of an argument here, I think.
Mouthing each other off.
The ref having to break it up there. Tell him, get your mind on the match. As
Dwayne with the quick kick, taking William Styles down immediately for a cover.
No way. Well, I'm a little bit worried about.
Able to get out.
the fact seemingly we had the main roster ref run into the ring, break those two apart, and then just run away
Break
again.
them up.
That was really weird. I don't know what that was about, but we've got our usual Proving Grounds ref back, and she'll do a good job, as she always does. Well, always does. 80% of the time does.
Damn.
Well, you saw what happened earlier in the day. What happened, and that pretty blatant win of Chewy and how they passed it up. But they're mostly good.
Dwayne Sharp taking on William Styles. 2 out of 3 falls. William going for one here. 1, 2.
No.
Only a 2 count onto the Rising Stars champion. Cross body splash there. Williams setting up here against Dwayne Sharp.
Ooh, to the head.
Kneeing the champion right into the head.
Going to the top rope, trying to go for a big maneuver here. Oof. 1, 2. No.
Oh, another kick out. What a challenge for both of these rookie competitors here in the Shock Wrestling Proving Grounds. Oh!
Wow, I haven't seen anyone do that before. That was nuts.
William Styles hopping onto the outside of the ring as Dwayne Sharp tries to get away. Going to pick him up now. Big hook there by William Styles. William Styles, of course, been here from the start of the Shock Wrestling universe as a fan. Very excited to see how he was able to study the tapes. He knows how Shock wrestlers work. He knows how to take on a rising star like Dwayne Sharp. Both of these competitors, of course, possibly it's a long shot for them to be Rookie of the Year contenders, but coming in this late in the year, we only have the up and up for Proving Ground superstars
I think
like these going to next year.
Whilst they have been impressive, I think they've come into this company a little too late to qualify for that. But I think that we could say by technicality they could probably go for that next year, as that blow to the face busts him open. That is,
who knows? Maybe since
huge.
You've been annoying the shit out of Germ Stars with the whole Kaiva arc, he'll probably just pick one of these guys over Davo and Codebreaker.
Well, that would just be biased, and he would prove himself once again to being corrupted by his own lust for power. 1,
Styles with
2,
the cover.
3. Yeah, no, crazy.
Does it.
There we go.
One fall for Styles.
That's got to peeve him off a little, because if this was a more traditional match, he would be the champion now. That has got to be playing on his mind.
Look at Dwayne, though.
He's been given an early win.
Quick with the recovery.
An early what's the word? An early head start, an early advantage. But he's got to be incredibly angry that if it was any other match, he would be champion right now. And he would have done so pretty dominantly and in quick succession.
Look at this.
Off the top.
Elbow drop from the top into another cover. This could be it right here, Rob. 1, 2. No. He almost crowned a new champion there.
And the punches and the punches.
Oh, I love that type of move. That just throwing the competitor around with the skill. Oh, unable to do it. Dwayne coming back strong for the recovery here. Unable to get a pinfall against William. Drop kick. Oh my God! That did not look good. Somebody might need to check on Dwayne Sharp.
But he's back up. And he's not done yet.
Kick to the back of William Styles. Dwayne Sharp bleeding from the head. William has brought the thunder here tonight on Proving Grounds.
No, he can't get the momentum he needs to get back into this match. He keeps getting cut down at every opportunity to get a bit of fight back.
Like I said, William Styles being here since the the reboot era of Shock Wrestling, he's been able to study the tapes of people like our Bret Hart of Old Ben, our Hulk Hogan of Rob Valentine. You know, this is huge. William Styles could win it.
I appreciate the comparison. The Hulk still was a world champion, which I haven't been yet. So I'll take William Regal, thank you.
All right, our William Regal of Robert.
A man many people think should have been a world champion, but was never a world champion. I think that describes me pretty accurately.
Look, there's still a chance.
Well, William Regal is a very world champion.
You know what I want? Where's bad news? I need bad news to win it.
Well,
it's here by William Styles and Dwayne Sharp.
This is going to be the greatest missed opportunity. But it's a Costco guys weren't signed with AEW. We could have had a match of Big Boom AJ versus Wade Barrett in the Battle of the Booms, and we're probably never going to get that.
Look, quick roll up! BWI tactic by William Styles! 3, no! Dwayne able to get out of it. That could have been it. We could have crowned a brand new Rising Stars champion here on Proving Grounds tonight. It is our main event, folks. 2 out of 3 falls.
Missing.
William Styles diving and missing. Dwayne missing the kick. There's blood all over Dwayne's left eye. I don't know how well he could see, Rob.
I mean, we saw what happened when Davo got a similar wound. He just very quickly lost the match afterwards.
Well, to be fair, Davo's one was pretty epic.
Right, it was
the rusty nail,
a nail. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Like going through your skull must be pretty painful.
Dwayne Sharp from the top rope. Elbow drop onto Williams' back. Styles unable to get up. This might be it. This could be a pinfall for No! Styles getting up. Drop kick, though, by Dwayne Sharp to keep him down. Dwayne's got to go for a pin or something here. More kicks to the back, trying to keep him down.
Powerbomb.
Here we go, Williams from the top. Splash!
Into the cover.
Into a cover. 1, 2, 3. No! Unable to do it. Dwayne wants to retain, not only for himself to continue being the biggest rising star, but for the fellowship. But Styles Club's not letting it happen, throwing him into the corner. Here we go. The two competitors back in it. Full force now, Rob.
I mean, I was just in stunned silence there. This match is so intense, I can't predict anyone who's going to win.
I can't believe we just kicked out again. I am just as stunned as you, Rob. We are doing terrible at commentating right now. Look at this. Look at this.
Absolutely nuts.
This is insane. Proving Grounds. General Manager Rob breaking Match of the Year contenders week after week here. Dwayne Sharp from the top rope. Back
missing.
No! He made it! He made it! 1,
he was able to
2, 3!
improvise from that missed connection to actually get the pinfall there is nuts. I might have to bring this guy into the BWI. That was nuts.
William Styles throwing Dwayne Sharp out of the ring after that insane pinfall by Dwayne Sharp. Next pinfall wins.
That he couldn't even think to kick out. That must have been just out of shock. Oh, but here we go. We might see a disqualification here for both members, which means the title will not change hands.
You're right. That is dangerous territory. Trading blows on the outside of the ring. Hopefully they still focus on what's going on around them. I believe we are up to a 5 count as the two competitors brutalize each other on the outside of the ring. Dwayne again hitting that elbow onto William. More hits there by Dwayne. Bloodied and beaten. Stars champion. Will he get the upper hand? No! Styles!
No.
With a big hook!
Deciding
throwing
not
him back
to,
into the ring.
to try and get the DQ, but of course he must have remembered that if this is a DQ, I do not win the title, even though that would be technically 2 against 1 in terms
Super kick!
of falls. Feeling momentum on his side.
William.
Maybe deciding on what he's going to use for the kill shot.
Uh-oh.
Rampant.
Tying up Dwayne Sharp. Dwayne with the elbows, though. Back in it.
Missing it. That could be catastrophic. And a roll
blood
up.
and sweat in his eyes. Quick
The sausage roll up as well.
Styles.
No.
No. Not able to do it.
The iconic
Rob, I am
sausage roll up.
sweating up here in the booth. This is so intense.
You remember Duke Havoc, one of the very first Proving Grounds champion, would use the sausage roll up in order to win matches, and that took him to win our best title here. I mean, of course, the Rising Stars Championship isn't on that level, but still impressive that he's putting out all these stops from different competitors to try and get the win. Crazy.
Like we've been saying, William has been here from the beginning of the reboot. He knows what to do. He's studied Duke Havoc's tapes of winning the Proving Grounds Championship. Could he be the next Rising Stars
I think he will be.
champion?
No.
It's stuffed. Wow.
I mean, he's got to be thinking, what the hell do I do to win this now?
3 splashes in a row, unable to do it. Taking him down with the clothesline, pointing up to the sky, using the power from above with a big clothesline. Doing it again. What's he got here? What can he do against Dwayne Sharp, the Rising Stars champion? Dwayne escaping the ring. Missing!
Counted.
The blood and sweat all over his eyes.
No way.
Can he see? Back
Can he
and
land
forth
it?
by William.
Rolling out of the ring, very, very smart thing to do. But maybe he's going to capitalize and connect the big move,
Diving
which he
to
did.
the outside, and he landed it this time. Flip there onto William. William back up on his feet. The momentum is still strong for the Styles Club here tonight on Proving Grounds. Big hooks.
But maybe that's got it.
There you go.
He thinks he has to win.
Cover 1, 2,
And he does
3.
now.
A new Rising Stars champion here on the Proving Grounds.
And he's added his name to the history books. A W in his name as the other ref runs back into the ring again. Trying to steal Williams' moment, I believe. And, Dwayne has the title back in his hands.
With the title.
Is he gonna hit him with it? What are we seeing?
Look
here?
out, William!
Wait a second. Is he gonna be a gentleman? Which is what, of course, Proving Grounds is all really about. Yes, he is. He is gonna be a gentleman. It's lovely to see. Now shake hands, chaps. Go on. That's lovely. Lovely to see.
Wow. I'm shocked. Dwayne Sharp
maybe
was
saying, though,
one hell of... Yeah, he wants to go for it again,
he's saying
seems.
it's not really yours, I think. I think he said, I want a rematch, which I will decide, not you, Dwayne. But that's clearly what his intention is here. But William has his moment to celebrate. Good for him. He deserves to win there. That was nuts.
Congratulations to William Styles, making his presence not only known in Proving Grounds, but rattling the ShockWrestling universe as the new Rising Stars champion. Congratulations, William. Congrats, Rob, on such a successful season as we gear up for our final episode of Proving Grounds Christmas.
So you audience there, sat watching on your mobile devices or your television box set, remember to tune in next week for the Christmas special. It's going to be good. Maybe the Jolly Man himself is going to show up. I don't know. There's going to be a lot of surprises, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Goodbye. Have a good week and all that. Bye-bye.
Thank you all for watching. Good night, everybody.
Awesome, Rob. That came out